Okay. Bibi, let's get it on.
Let's go.
Woo! Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Jordanian Sparks Podcast. And today we're going to, we're going to have fun.
Of
We're going to have a
course.
very fun topic because we have the legend, the cute and cuddly, the gentle giant, Mr. Bibi Zumot! Woo, man!
I love it, man.
How are
Best
you, bro?
introduction I've had my
Oh,
entire
really?
life.
Oh, wait. We have an audience, bro. We have an audience, right?
Woo!
Say hi. Guys, we have 1,565 viewers right now.
I love you guys.
Yeah, I love you.
I hope you're all doing well. Honestly,
Man.
best introduction I've heard in my entire life.
Really?
And the music as well. Fire.
Bro, that was very casual, bro. I did not mention any.
I love it. No,
I love
honestly,
it.
I love it.
I mean, that's just for you, bro.
And I miss you. And I really miss you. It's
come
been
on, bro.
forever.
I mean, gentle giant.
Guys, we've been planning this for few months now. And every time we want to do it, something pops up. But today
Bro.
I was like, Jeruz, we have to do it. It is what it is. No matter what happens, we have to do
Bro,
it.
since Eliza came here, it's been
literally,
how many?
yeah.
5 months?
It's been like
5 months,
so
bro.
long. But we're back, we're happy, and
Yeah,
now it is
exactly.
time.
And we're here to discuss a lot of stuff, especially about gaming, events, social media, and also we're going here to, hopefully to inspire people.
Inshallah.
Right?
That's the goal.
That's the goal. That's why I named it Jeers Inspires, because the goal is also to inspire people.
Of course.
You know? And I see a lot of your posts, and I believe you're inspiring a lot of creators as well.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Not
This
just
is my
gamers.
goal.
Yeah,
from the
exactly.
beginning.
Right. So we're going to talk about that, gaming, social media, and UAE. Also in general, but before all of that, bro, can you introduce yourself? I'll give you the floor, right? Just briefly.
For sure.
Go for it, man.
So, if anyone doesn't know, I'm Bibi. I'm a content creator slash social media manager slash gamer slash whatever you want. I'm literally the jack of all trades, and I just enjoy doing what I do. I like to be out there. And it's just fun to be around. It's just fun to know people. It's just fun to be existing. It's like you only live once, as they all say, so you gotta utilize it till the end. And
True.
That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. What do you do, by the way? I'm just confused. You're doing so much.
Literally,
I've seen
yeah,
you to so many events. What exactly do you do, bro?
It's funny because I'm starting to use this phrase. It's like, put whatever hat you want for me.
Yeah.
So at some points I'm a host, sometimes I'm a gamer, sometimes I'm a content creator, sometimes I'm just a boyfriend, sometimes I'm just a dad, sometimes it just depends where I am.
Okay.
Right? So
Okay.
yeah, whatever it takes me, I'll be whatever it is.
Okay, so but before that, can we just go back the timeline? Just from your younger years, like how did you start, bro? Did you grow up here, or
Yeah, I
are
did.
you local?
So I was not born in Dubai or UAE,
Okay.
but I was raised here, and I'm from Jordan originally. But
okay.
UAE is literally my second home, and I even prefer living in the UAE than Jordan. I always say that.
Same, bro. That's why we're
Yeah.
here for 18 years.
So UAE is technically my first home, but yeah, it's a place I've really loved. I really want to be here. I've had several plans to actually go settle outside, but every time it's like I make a decision, I'm like, nah, let me just be here. I like this place. And
really?
so far, it's been a really good decision. I'm happy that I didn't move out of this place.
You mean you considered moving out the UAE?
Yes, I wanted to go to Australia. I still have plans later on in life, like maybe settle there or retire there.
Okay.
But I remember when I finished university the first time, I was like, maybe I should move now. And I was so already planning it. I was so already in the zone. I was so keen to going there. But then for some reason, I was like, you know what? Let me stay here. And what I did is I pursued something in Dubai, and it worked out immediately.
Yeah.
Like Australia was kind of giving me trouble, but Dubai went so smooth. It's like
Yeah.
tuck,
Yeah.
and it worked out. And this is where I'm like, you know what? No, maybe it's still my time here.
Yeah.
And since then, things have been going really well. I've been getting good stuff. I started my content creation, and even COVID hit, and a lot of people
True.
got affected. But for me, it was just good going words. That's where I started growing up more and started working on myself more, learning stuff, improving myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just went up on a positive trend afterwards. And
True.
yeah.
And that's the thing with UAE. I've heard this so many times from all the expats. Like UAE is not. Most of them, they don't consider UAE as a retiring place because we
Definitely.
don't get like a nationality.
Not
passport.
yet.
Well,
You want
now-
to give passport? Now's the time, huh?
Bro, it sounds like you have some.
Wasta? I wish. We call this vitamin W.
Wasta. Bro, Let me get the contact of your wasta.
For sure. Done.
Yeah, so for me, same thing. Like I'm here, the UAE, I'm just enjoying. To be honest, I'm really enjoying, especially with social media, content creation in Dubai. It feels like it's like a hub for.
Not just that, Jeru's guys is one of the best videographers. The content he does. Recently, he's been to Africa, right? Was it Africa?
Yeah, Africa, yeah.
I watched National Geographic as a child, but it's a whole different thing when you know a person who does the videography there. It's like he was posting pictures of like lions and the wildlife and things, and I'm just like,
Come on, man.
like even guys, if you look at his background, these are all pictures taken by
Exactly.
you, right? Like
All of this.
it's insane. It's insane. Like look at that picture of Burj Khalifa. It's like insane. The guy has that talent, and you know, knowing a person who has that talent is just insane. Because like I can imagine him like on the buggy trying to get like the wildlife pictures. It's just insane.
Yeah, exactly, man. So I'm really grateful for UAE because they support creators, right?
Of course,
They support like
they have visa for them now.
Oh, true.
The influencer visa.
Yeah.
And
I haven't got mine. I haven't got my golden visa.
Soon you should apply.
I
You should
applied.
apply.
You know the problem was I applied by golden visa, but I humbled myself too much. Like they told me that you should put everything that you've
Of
accomplished
course,
for
yeah,
know. For me, I was just like I just put the link and then I didn't put everything.
I got you. I have a wasta for that.
Yeah,
So
was
my guy can hook you up. For that.
I deserve it, bro.
I think you do. I think you do.
for
Yeah,
sure.
and they're very supportive. To them, they just want to see someone genuine, really doing benefit and the value for the country. And that's
Yeah.
it. They even have gaming visas. They even have
That's
social media
good.
visas, and it's just they're trying to make it as accessible and as easy for people, especially the residents around here.
Oh yeah, it was just my fault for not putting everything. You know? Yeah.
With the wasta now, next year, guys, golden visa, easy.
Anyway, so gaming. So you love gaming, right?
course.
Of course, like me, bro.
Always.
Gamer, bro.
Of course.
Like since
my
birth.
passion.
Since birth, right?
Oh, I remember my dad used
Okay.
to hate. I used to play a game called RuneScape.
Oh.
RuneScape. It's like an old
Which
MMO.
console? Is it
No,
console?
it's a PC game. It's like a
Oh.
dial-up even game. It was
Really?
made in like 2001. And I remember I used to play. And you know, MMOs, you have to grind.
MMOs. Okay, got it.
And my
got it.
dad used to walk in and he would hate this. He was like, why you're killing cockroaches, killing cockroaches? And he literally said, he's like, this is the cockroach game. And I was laughing because like that's what stuck to him until this day. I used to stream and he would watch my streams. And he asked my dad, like, what does Bibi do for a living? He's like, I don't know, some crap on the internet. But he's the most supportive. And this is what it is. Like he sees my gaming and he's just like, what the hell is wrong with these kids these days? But he still supports. And that's what I love about him. Like he knows there's gaming involved. He has no idea.
Yeah.
But he's just like, yeah, I see things are going, Bibi's winning, I'm happy for him.
Exactly.
And
See, here's the thing. I believe that our generation is like the first batch of gaming. Gaming.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
We're,
right.
we're really developed. Yes.
Yes, because gaming started. I mean, barely. I think 1980s, at least early 1980s. That's when the gaming has blew up, right?
For sure.
From Nintendo, Atari, you know.
Everything, yeah. Segas at that time, Ataris. I used to
Exactly.
play those.
Yeah.
And then that's where we had like dial-up connection, and then the broadband connection. That's when the
Exact-
first 3G I think came out, or the 2G. And this is where we started playing games. I remember Miniclip was one of the biggest websites at that time.
Oh.
My mom would allow us to download one game per week. And it was those Flash old games. And we would sit and replay the game 100 times just because we have nothing else to do. So like I remember my mom, because we had dial-up at that time. And you know at that time you had to buy data specifically.
Got it.
And it was very slow. So we would only be allowed 1 week, weekly one game.
Oh.
And I promise you, every game on that website was finished. I would spend the whole week doing it. And then, you know, the online era came, Club Penguin, RuneScape, Dragon Fable games, all those games,
yes.
Dragon Quest and all that. And then eventually the Facebook,
Oh yeah.
like remember
Bro.
Pet Society and
Mafia Wars, bro.
Of course.
Mafia Wars, man.
Those were like a trend at some point, and this
Oh,
is where
yeah,
we started
man.
shifting to like the online games. This is where like
Oh,
Call
yeah.
of Duty came in. We started downloading it. The old
Yeah.
let's say Tarzan games, Hercules games, and then we started shifting to League eventually. So the online era started happening. This is where
Got it.
like League, Counter-Strike started becoming a thing.
Counter-Strike, bro.
World of Warcraft, StarCraft. Those
Oh, man.
were really big until Fortnite. This is where things have changed. Fortnite now became the big thing. And from then, a lot of games have started doing battle passes, in-game purchases, and eventually led to mobile games becoming big. And yeah, now gaming is everywhere. Even your grandma games now.
I feel offended because I'm a Warzone guy, you know. Warzone guy.
Of course.
And Fortnite just
Blew
you know,
it up, of
blew
course.
up. You know, I feel bad for Warzone because they did not. What's it called? They not-
It has its niche. People still play Warzone.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like the
true,
game.
true.
But I'm just saying, it's like from turning into like gaming is only for specific people to like everyone has. I'm like Candy Crush.
yeah.
I'm sure every single person on this world have played it.
Yeah.
It's just everyone has gaming around.
Yeah.
Everyone has a gaming sense in them.
True.
And yeah, I just love it. And
Yeah.
it's not just playing games. There's like streaming now. There is content. There's knowledge. There's game development. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, if people don't know, I have a degree in computer science and game development.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you tell that earlier, man? Come on, you're being too humble, bro.
I actually
That's
used
interesting.
we did a very big, massive MMO for our graduation project as well. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
So that was also cool.
Oh wow. I mean, that's one thing of my like a. If something that I wish I have a knowledge with is
You can learn. You can learn.
Yeah, but it's too late now. It's like for me, I have different path now.
Fair,
you know,
fair,
if this exists back in the day during I was choosing my my degree, bro. I mean, why not?
It's funny because I studied in the University of Wollongong, and I remember I was trying to go to another university, and I remember I was Googling, and one friend sent me a link of they're doing gaming, and I was like, 100% I'm joining there. Literally scratched all my plans, went to Wollongong, studied gaming.
Yeah.
Cool. It was like, again, it's like things just worked itself out. I feel like it was just meant to be. I'm
Okay.
in that space. I'm happy in that space. And now
yeah.
moving to media, I'm still doing. And events. We have a lot of gaming events now. We were just talking about it.
Yeah, bro. I wonder what your dad reaction when you told him you're going to study gaming.
My parents are very Arab. So I had
Yeah.
to like fool my way through. So
Really?
in Arabic we have this word called, you have to be an engineer, right?
Yeah,
So
sure.
what I did was like I literally told them I'm gonna be doing handasat barmajiyat, which means
What's that?
engineering of electronics.
Oh.
Just to make it sound, because if I go like computer science, like oh hell no, engineering
yeah,
only.
right, yeah.
So I had to like squeeze it my way. But then as soon as I started, studying and stuff, I used to join hackathons and competitions, and I used to make a lot of money doing that. I used to win a lot of awards. So as parents, obviously, even if they weren't supportive in the beginning, once they see their son progressing and doing well, they started like their ideology of we were trying to force him to do something.
Yeah.
Now has become we want to support him to do whatever he likes.
Yeah.
And they see the progress, they see the value, and now they're obviously my best supporters.
Yeah, the thing is, they never grew with digital gaming.
Of course. Like I said, my dad has no idea what's going on, but he just supports.
Yeah.
And the best question, or my mom always asks me, and I think my girlfriend knows about this. It's like anything I call her, Mom, I'm at the event. The first thing she asks is there money involved? And I'm just like, Mom, that's not what it's about. But money is involved, I'm happy. No money involved, I go back to engineering.
Yeah, exactly.
The typical Arab parents, again. It's just
Yeah, I
funny.
mean, exactly. My parents thought the same thing. That's why my kids right now, they're very lucky. Bro, whenever they ask me, for example, like, hey, Dad, can I buy a Nintendo Switch? Right away. Nintendo Switch OLED.
cool dad,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. You want Zelda, what's that? Tears of the Kingdom? Purchase it, bro.
I think you'll be playing the games more than them, actually.
That's true. Actually, I like Nintendo so much. Yeah.
One of the best consoles. And the second one is coming out now. too.
Yes, for sure you'll have the first access, bro.
100%.
Yeah. Bro, Wasta, remember?
Inshallah. I mean, there's a lot of retailers who are very supportive. I'm sure you know of this, Yani.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I told myself because they're pushing this so much, they're hyping so much the Switch too.
I think it's worth it.
And I mean, and see, I saw the Mario Kart Galaxy, is it Galaxy or something? Mario Kart, whatever, the new one. Man, it looks great, bro.
Everything. I think
looks great,
even the
man.
console, it has different features. Some are questionable features, like the joystick and
Mouse, yeah. the chat,
But
chat.
again, I feel like all these will have the use case eventually. And once they have the demo out and people are trying it, they will learn from whatever mistakes happen. But I feel like, again, it's a new try. It's a new era of a console. So I'm really loving it. Nintendo always takes their time, but they do stuff well.
Bro.
That's why always the Nintendo Switch has its different thing.
Bro, could you imagine Mario Kart and voice chat at the same?
Oh,
Bro,
insane.
that's chaos, bro.
I'm telling you.
That's chaos, bro.
Literally like real riding.
Right.
La, 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 la.
Bro,
100%.
I cannot believe that Nintendo put that in their system.
I think that's very smart, actually. This is what creates a different immersive gaming. It's like not only I'm in the game, not only I'm controlling the game, I'm actually feeling like I'm in the game. And I feel like that gives the gamer a whole different experience.
Exactly.
And that's what attracts people more. And like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm really expecting a lot from this console coming up, and I feel like Nintendo's sales will triple, if not go higher.
You know, I have a feeling that that this chat will be on party only. You know,
I'm not sure. Probably just to keep it safe, because
knowing Nintendo, bro, knowing Nintendo, I don't think they will promote any.
There's still a PG, let's say PG related console, but I feel like they have their ways. I think they'll make things optional.
Yeah.
So they'll ask you like to join a party or to be public. I think they'll manage their way. I'm sure they have their own ways of doing it. If we thought about it, I'm sure the engineers at Nintendo thought about it.
Exactly. And then what I like about Nintendo, that's why they sell a lot of consoles. Like they sell it like pancakes, bro. Like candies. I believe it's because of their console. They try to make it what you call this, something that you will collect. They tried to make it collectible,
accessible, and of course.
You know, like
limited editions, of course.
Like you wouldn't buy a PS5, would you? Like no, right? It's like no.
I would, but I'm more connected to my Nintendo Switch.
Exactly, and also you could bring it outside.
For sure,
it became
it's portable for sure. Yeah, that's
portable. Yeah, so
I mean, PlayStation tried the portable PlayStation, but it's different. Nintendo Switch is easier.
Yeah. So would you say that Nintendo is your favorite console?
I can't have a favorite.
Okay.
Every console has its own.
You know what? Let's talk about the different consoles. So since we talk about Nintendo,
I feel like all of them. See, even now what we have is the portable PCs, like the Steam Deck and the ROG and all. Even those have their unique things, and I feel like every device, not just like even my game. Like I'm a person who loves Supercell games. They're mobile games. Even those I enjoy. So I feel like even a mobile phone can have its features and whatnot. I feel like every device, whether it's a phone, whether it's a gaming console, whether it's a machine, a laptop, whatever it is, I feel like every device has its own unique features.
A demographic.
And has its own specific thing. From a PC gamer, I love console gaming. I love mobile gaming. And I feel like everything is just good in a way. You just need to see where you kind of like. Maybe you're not a big fan of PlayStation, but like you could be a very big fan of PC, you know?
I'm actually Xbox, bro.
Microsoft original, good shit as well.
Xbox, man. Like during the Xbox 360 days.
Oh, those were actually
bro, I didn't even own PlayStation 3. I was like, Xbox, man.
Actually, believe it or not, Xbox 360 and Xbox One were doing much better than PlayStation 3. And then PlayStation 4 came and it had that whole online stuff. And that's where PlayStation started getting better.
Yeah, exactly.
But PlayStation 2 was so far the best.
Yeah. I guess in terms of sales, right? Yeah.
PlayStation 2 is so far the best. I think PlayStation 5 just recently beat it.
I feel bad.
But then that's like years later.
I feel bad for being an Xbox fan. It's like for me, like they did not carry it over the hype from Xbox 360 to Xbox One, now to Xbox X Series. It's like
X Series didn't do well at all, unfortunately. Right. I feel like because Microsoft just focused on a lot of other things. PlayStation, until this day, they keep their exclusives. They have their community going.
Yeah.
PlayStation is always going to be like the FIFA game, the Warzone game, the Call of Duty. So they have their players, right? And I feel like Nintendo's doing a good job at this now. Like a lot of people are just Nintendo people. You feel them, you see them, like the Mario Smash, the Smash Bros, the Mario Kart people, the Zelda people. With Xbox, I feel like they kind of branched so much on it. They're still a big company. Like I feel like at any point in time, Microsoft could just flip a switch, make it happen.
I've heard that. I mean, I can see what they're doing right now. So they're trying. I've heard that they would want to put Steam into their next console,
and they should.
I've heard that.
I think they're already under collaboration, because now what you can do is if you buy an Xbox Pass, you get it on Steam as well, and that allows you to play the games.
It's like combining PC gaming and console. Like you don't have to choose between console and Xbox. It's like
of course, and that's good because again, Microsoft, like I said, they flip a switch, they can do it.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I can't wait for the next generation, because like this generation, they said it's the worst generation of consoles because of the sales, the bad sales of the.
I agree.
Yeah,
but that's because COVID hit a lot, and a lot of the processing, like chips and whatnot, were hard to do. And even I think the most company that did well or like got damaged first, but then did well was Nvidia because of the chips and Intel as well did so well, because eventually those pieces became so high priced to a point where Intel started making them a limited edition stuff, and the processing power of things became harder. So I think that was like a obstacle, but then they jumped over it and now they're back on track.
Yeah, but also the fall of the consoles paved way to the handheld devices. Like
100%,
right now, it's
exactly.
going. Everything's going to handle, bro. Even I mean, there's ROG Ally, there's Steam Deck, Nintendo Switch.
Every company now, I think, is
MSI,
doing it, yeah.
MSI releasing. Oh my god, I was like, it's hard to catch up, bro.
I mean, the first company that started this was Stadia, Google Stadia. I don't know if you know about it. It was a streaming
Stadia.
one.
Stadia. Yeah, that one.
But that was a fail because I think it was a bit too early for its
Yeah.
time, which is streaming games. Like even I could use my very bad laptop to play games that are full on AAA level, right? And I think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
I think the capabilities and the mentality of the players wasn't ready yet. So I feel like now Nvidia is doing something similar. Google should retouch on that, and I think like that could also be which is like cloud computing or cloud gaming.
It's like
I feel like that's also
they're
big.
too early for the technology.
Definitely, it was too early. That's why it didn't succeed as well. But I feel like give it a few more years, and I think cloud gaming would be like something huge. Like I could play with your console at any time, even if I'm in the desert somewhere.
Bro, I just bought my Portal, PlayStation Portal, 3 weeks ago.
And that's
I
amazing.
just bought it.
We should play. I have one as well. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I got it from PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean,
I love you guys.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, cloud gaming, it lags, you know. But the thing is, it's cheap, man. It's like 700, 50 dirhams, 800. So for me, whenever it lags, I was like, it's okay. It's cheap.
Fair. That's true.
Yeah.
But I feel like again, there's so much potential in there.
Right.
It's just too early for it now.
Oh yeah, true. Like whenever it lags, especially when you're playing competitive game, it's so annoying, bro.
Of course, one lag is a matter of like a whole win game situation.
Yeah, true.
Especially if you're playing games that are so on the point.
Okay.
Like
okay.
shooter games, MOBA games.
Okay.
Those like 1 millisecond of fraction or a ping extra could make a whole difference in the game, right?
Yeah, I'm actually planning to buy another portable because there's so many portable handheld. Which one do you recommend? Like which like ROG Ally? There's Steam Deck.
I think just wait. No, I just think. Do you want a desktop version in general or just a handheld?
No, handheld. I want to play.
I think just wait for the Nintendo 2.
Oh yeah.
The Switch 2. I think just save up, wait for it.
I think it's a different game, you know. Nintendo has a different
Okay, you want
compared to,
something
I want
to
to play the Nintendo game. Also, I want to play the Warzone.
I think each of them has its own unique features. I would really support the ROG one and the Steam Deck, the original Steam Deck.
Oh yeah.
But what I would suggest you is don't buy a new one. Buy a used one. Test it out. If you really like it, then like I don't know, sell your used one and buy a new one.
Also, they might come up with new version in the future.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we could wait for the newer version, but I wouldn't recommend you buying a new one first because like my mistake is I bought the Steam Deck and I didn't have the time to use it because I have my actual laptop and my other games and stuff. So it's just like a lot of the time it's just laying down. I barely use it.
Okay.
And same thing with the Switch. When I bought it first time, I was still streaming full time. Life was good, and then I started getting a job. I have a full time job, and I'm like, I don't have the time. And I slowly started shifting away, and now I don't play on it as much. Now I barely touch it. So it's like make sure that you have the actual time to use it. Make sure that you have the actual resources. If it's within your life, then it will be good. So try to use it in your photography, videography jobs as well. If that works out, then okay, good.
Yeah, I want to talk about PC gaming because I'm kind of frustrated as a Mac user. You know, I'm
haram.
You know, haram. Mac is a RAM for gaming, bro. For gaming,
for anything. I just think Mac is good for designers.
Yeah,
and you only use it for design.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Windows all the way.
Yeah, true. Like for creativity, Mac hands down, right? But if you want to go gaming, don't get the Mac.
100%.
So since I moved to Mac, I was like goodbye gaming life, or goodbye PC gaming life. So I stuck with my console. But it's okay as long as you're gaming, I think.
I guess.
Yeah? As long as you're still.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
I'm kidding.
I mean, so how long again you've been living there?
All my life. I came when I was 9 months.
No
I was
way.
Still a baby. Yeah.
9 months. How old are you now?
21.
Wait. We. Yeah. 21.
21.
Okay, 21. So for all of your 21 years, bro, plus 9.
No, like I was 21 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Bro, I just wonder because I didn't grow up here. I've been living here for 18 years, but I want to get your insight about gaming in UAE because I don't know the background. I don't know the gaming culture of the UAE. Like, what's your feedback? Are they behind? Are they
Definitely.
Yeah.
So as a child growing up, a lot of my gaming knowledge or my gaming, like I told you, it's like I was on Miniclip and things like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the common gaming knowledge was, PS2 at home, because PS2 was one of the biggest in the world, and it was one where you can copy CDs. So PS2 allowed you to use the copy CD. You didn't have to go get the original expensive ones. And I remember FIFA was the biggest thing. It's like, I play FIFA, I will beat you, and people would like join up in cafes and things like that, and they'd only play FIFA. That was like most of the childhood memories for a lot of people in the UAE. FIFA. And then slowly started shifting when PC became a thing, and that's where gaming cafes started growing.
I remember that.
And people would join. And this is where the online gaming. So like 5 people would join, go to a gaming cafe, play around. And so that was a big era as well. And I remember my personal experience with gaming is, I remember there was an event. It was called Insomnia. And I was obviously there was a lot of events that used to happen, but they were very rare in a way. So like Comic-Con used to happen, but once a year. Then they had this thing with what was called Gamescom, and they would have like mini gaming events here and there every now and then. We're talking about like 2013, from 2010 to 2015 era, right?
Got it.
And at that time, casual gaming, I would just play in uni, download games. League was a thing. Fortnite, before Fortnite, sorry, that was all before. Like League, RuneScape, Brawlhalla, Brawl Stars, whatever, all that stuff, right? And at that time, what happened is I graduated from uni and I was working in game development and I was doing courses on tech and whatnot. And I remember I was on the radio and I had the chance to win tickets for Insomnia. And at that time, I was working in a gym, believe it or not. Guys, as you can see. I was the best salesman in that gym. But anyway.
Salesman, okay. Good you clarified, bro. Good you clarified.
No, but come on, I was telling people, if you don't work out, you'll end up like...
you're the bad sample.
Exactly.
That's good, man.
Anyway, so I got that call and I got the tickets. I had to guess a song online on the radio and I won that tickets to Insomnia. And I remember we were in Insomnia and there was a gaming company called Go Gamers and they were doing some promotions and whatnot. And I went up on stage and I hyped the crowd. And I remember that day I went down and the CEO came up to me and he's like, I want you tomorrow to be in my company. I want to hire you immediately. And this was my first initiation with the gaming industry. And this is where I started business and working and really getting into it. And as a gamer for all my life, working in a gaming industry changed a lot. My perspective of things, my knowledge of the industry. So this is, at that time, gaming was still growing big in the UAE. There was a few companies that were running it in terms of like events, in terms of like esports. So esports was just at that time growing. We're talking about exactly 2016, 17, that era. And then in 2018, it was so booming to a point where UAE had many teams, many esport teams competing. We had actual tournaments here. We had a lot of events that would host big tournaments. Esports was booming until COVID. So in COVID, things turned online. Luckily, the online era kind of shifted quickly. People, because it's esports, it's always online. It was easier to do. But a lot of companies got damaged, especially the ones that were doing online events and LAN events, where that would be their main source of revenue. And
everyone dealing with hardware.
Exactly. Not just that, it's just like the revenue was coming to these companies. With COVID, it kind of reduced that. So a lot of them have to give up on things. A lot of the things had to change. A lot of the mechanics of things. Again, the world kind of adapted quickly with COVID, but the loss was there. The damage was there, right? And then we noticed that there was a shift from the gaming to more of the content. And this is where streamers started growing up in COVID. A lot of people do it. And this is where big brands started getting into gaming in terms of like, we want to create gamers, we want to create influencers, knowledge about games. And this is where now it became in sync. So esports and gaming content was a thing together until big companies and started slowly shifting towards Saudi. And now Saudi is the big major gaming. So Dubai is a bit back in terms of like the gaming industry in general now. They're still trying. There's a lot of companies who still do it. But I feel like Dubai was booming a few years ago, like let's say 5-6 years ago. It was top Middle East gaming place. And it was competing globally with a lot of things. But now Saudi is that hub for the time being. And I feel like as people in the UAE, we should push the community further to kind of catch up with Saudi and whatnot. We have big initiations like Abu Dhabi Gaming currently pushing that. We have Dubai Economy for Dubai pushing a lot.
Oh, that's good.
And a lot of companies, like we have the big retailers here who always like push gaming and things. But I feel like we still, as a community, need to push more. That we need to incentivize the gamers more. We need to incentivize the streamers or the gaming streamers specifically more to do things like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like the more that's done, the more it will kind of catch up. Overall, the Gulf or the Middle East is a bit behind compared to the other regions, compared to like Asia, compared to Europe.
True.
But I feel like that's just a bunch of the culture here makes a huge difference, because there it's easier. Like in the West or like let's say Americas, Asia, gaming is looked upon as a sport or as a, let's say, a skill or a talent. Here, it's looked at, unfortunately, until this day. It's like, oh, he's a gamer. He cannot do engineering, right? But that's not true. I feel like gaming actually, and again, I'm a gamer. I know this very well. I learned so much about life from the games that I used to play. Like I remember I was at a carpentry once, and the guy was discussing like trees and oaks and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, willow's better than oak. And he just looks at me and is like, how do you know that? And like the whole room was just shook. It's like, how do you know? I'm like, I used to play a game. I know the logs, yani. Because they used to have wood cutting and fire making. And it's like, and I know my like gemstones, I know my swords, my metals, just because I used to play games like that.
Yeah,
and it's like,
that's right.
people are like, how does this guy know blacksmithing? It's like, there's no way in hell I would have done.
And some people learned English through gaming.
Oh, definitely. Languages is definitely.
Language.
Not just that, people built relation. Like I had friends. So I went to Australia. I studied there, right? And I used to be friends in Australia with Australians on RuneScape. And I met them when I went to Australia. And it was such a good bond moment. It's like, I've known this person online for so long. And now I get to meet them in real life. It's like,
Wow.
I'm actually building, And then
Wow.
I met this friend from Netherlands.
Oh.
We were friends since probably 2012 or even before that, actually. And I remember she eventually, like, she grew, she got engaged.
Got it.
And her fiance came and visited me in Dubai. It was such a sweet moment. It's like, I've known this girl online for so long.
So sweet, man.
Yeah. And then it's like, I meet her in real life and it was so good. Like, after all this gaming together, now we actually get to see each other's lives, get to meet.
Yeah.
And obviously, if I ever go to Netherlands or Holland, I'll see her. And if she comes again in Dubai, I'm going to see her. And I built so many relationships like that. Now, obviously, with the more community being involved, I see a lot of people like, I'm walking in an event. Oh, you're Bibi Zumot. Oh, you're
Exactly.
Bibi Zumot. You're the gamer.
Everyone knows you, man.
And the best thing I love is these guys, I feel like they're my biggest supporters at this point in time. There's kids in my building.
Oh.
And they watch me. Like sometimes they see my
really?
content. They're like kids.
Wow, that's
And
lovely.
I walk into my lobby or I'm going to work. Bibi Zumato, Bibi Zumato, Bibi Zumato, la 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 la. And I'm just like, oh yeah, give it to me. It's just so cute. And they're all like, they look at you. And I remember anything I do is an example for them. So I always tend to be like showing them the good example. And I remember
good, man.
I would tell their parents, like, support your kids. This is important. And I see that the parents are actually seeing good things. Because when, like, I'm sure you can relate to this. Because when a parent has this mindset, oh, gaming is bad or gaming is not good for you, it's a waste of time, you should be studying. But then they hear real life examples of someone who made it within the industry. Yeah. I feel like there is a change that happens in their mindset. And I feel like that allows the kids to be more supported and more open to the ideas of there's creative fields that you can get into.
Yeah.
And I feel like because of these mindset changes, it helps a lot of the people to end up doing what they are passionate about.
Exactly.
And that helps the society become better, and hence the whole industry and the whole country becomes better.
Yeah, see, I want to go back to the parent side. The thing is, back in the day, or still some old people these days, like they blame gaming for some of the criminal activities in the world. Like,
Not true, never gonna be true.
Bro, I've been playing shooting games since I can't remember. Like I've been playing Diablo since I was a kid, bro. Until now, I didn't become a demon, bro. Exactly.
You don't even have the intention. You never think about
No, because it's fantasy. It's a game.
Actually, I always say this. I'm like, if someone's good at Call of Duty, that doesn't make them good in using a real
Exactly.
weapon. If you actually go and get a real weapon, you look like an idiot because you won't know how to use it.
Yeah, blame your parenting first before you blame it on gaming, right?
100%. In fact, I feel like if you are strict on your kids, that's more likely to make you a criminal because you're just building all that repression and things in it.
Actually, allowing your kids to play a game, give them freedom.
And gives them
Right?
smartness. I promise you, games
Gamers
help you
are
with your critical thinking. Games
True.
help you with your making decisions. Games help you to make actual critical decisions on very thin, short lines. Gaming helps you just become more open to the world. Gaming helps you with your social life. I'm telling you, I've never been any more social than in games. It's
Yeah.
the place where you can actually be yourself, be happy, be chill, and despite, yes, I know there's a lot of toxic communities, but despite all that, people still have fun. People still can enjoy. There's a reason why Twitch is one of the biggest platforms online. There's a reason why
yes.
YouTube is big. There's all these literally destroyed numbers of TVs. You see celebrities all the time, but influencers do much better because
Yeah,
of
you're
this,
right. Yeah.
because of how social it is. So gaming is a good thing for you. I think they should even put gaming as a mandatory subject in schools.
Oh, yeah. They started doing it in the Philippines.
In
They're,
some
they're,
places,
they're promoting esports already,
And they should. I really think they should.
In fact, for sure you've heard this. Like in South Korea, like the StarCraft pro players, when they retire, they're actually getting hired by corporations
To
because
teach
StarCraft
and
game is. I'm playing that game, but have
It's
you
a good
played it?
game.
Yeah, it's a strategic game. It's
RTS,
very
yeah.
RTS. It's the most advanced, hardest RTS game.
You should
ever.
play a game called Civilization. It's very similar.
Yeah. So those pro players, they're so smart. You know, when they retire, they being hired by corporations
And
for,
they
for,
should.
for strategic
Yeah.
planning, man.
Of course.
Crazy, and they're earning so much money.
And they should at the end.
Yeah.
It's like gaming is a good tool. Use it wisely. Just like everything.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
if you're just put into something that you're not good at, I feel like it's forced. And a lot of, unfortunately, I see this a lot where someone who's not interested in gaming just wants to jump into gaming because it's a trendy topic. And that's obviously where you see a lot of people failing. Like I remember in COVID, everyone is a streamer. But that's not true, right? Some people need to actually do other things. And you see them, like a lot of people fell down immediately after COVID or once they got some things, it just fell down. And some people kept going. And this is where you see like the difference between, okay, this is a real streamer, a guy who loves creating content, and this guy was just following a trend. But if you're passionate about it, I promise you, and look at me right in the eyes, boys. If you love gaming, definitely get into it. If you love content, definitely get into it. If you're passionate about something, this is what you need to pursue. Doing something else is just gonna put an obstacle for you and make you weaker. I feel like if you go with your passion, you will always success and you'll always succeed, you'll always excel. And this is exactly what my parents learned throughout the years, right? I remember now my brother has it easier because he's young. When he went to uni, they're like, study whatever you want, Habibi. We know your brother succeeded, so you do whatever you want. And I feel like, I was misjudged there.
Bro, I want to go back to what you said earlier about learning in gaming. Because you learned a lot from gaming, but for me, I also get inspired from gaming.
For sure.
Right? I literally just finished last week The Last of Us 2.
Woo!
Right? The Last of Us 2. Woohoo!
Let's go, Ellie.
And I was inspired by the story because see the thing is like, you know the story, right? Like
I'm even watching the show.
Abby, the show. Abby killed Joel, you know, and everybody hated her. Like the whole community. I mean, she was the most hated character in gaming.
It
right?
was a interesting twist.
Yes, and bro, I mean, let me just spoil you guys. It's been out for so many years. So basically, at the end, they made Abby a playable player, and it like the way they told the story, the backstory of Abby inspired me so much.
Of course.
You know, the lesson was, don't just look at one side. You know,
For sure.
like right, like when I felt Abby's experience about her experience with her father and everything what her father stood for, and he was just killed by someone just arrived all of a sudden and shot him in the head. I was like, that stuff. Like, you know, I now I understand Abby's,
Of course.
Abby's point of view.
And I think it was meant that way because if it just
exactly.
happened,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have meant a lot. But I feel like
True.
that twist that they did
yeah,
changed a lot and made us really realize how things
exactly.
really happened.
And I cried. The thing is,
Oh.
I bought that game during the launch, right?
Okay.
And I was so upset because she killed Joel that I stopped playing it. I did not play it
That's
for
adorable.
3 years, bro.
That's
and now
adorable.
because of the show, I started playing it. And I
Oh,
was
okay,
like-
fair. So okay.
yeah, so because of the series, I started playing
Got
it
it,
again.
got it. That's cute.
Because I want to see the story before watching it.
I'm
And
glad.
now
I'm glad it
I realized
inspired
that, oh shoot, man, I was like, I should have played it at the beginning when I was very angry, you know. But
It would have been more emotional. But again,
Exactly.
it's meant for a reason. I feel like maybe it's inspired you because things in your life happened that way. And
Yeah.
I think maybe you needed to hear that at this point in time.
That-
So I feel like it was meant to be like
Exactly, and that's why I prefer to play RPG games compared to like shooting or action games.
that. Same. I mean, I love them all. Story
Yeah.
games are fun. Sometimes I feel like there's times for everything. So I feel like
true.
some days you just want to chill, play your story games, have fun. No, and sometimes you're like, yeah, I want to compete. Let's go, baby. And
Okay,
So
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Bro, do you notice that? I mean, let's go back to the UAE gaming. I noticed that UAE is still banning a lot of games. Like
Unfortunately,
The Last of Us 2 is banned. Final Fantasy 16 banned. GTA, bro, the previous one.
we are hoping it won't be
Banned.
banned. We don't know yet. It's not
Yeah.
announced yet. But again, I feel like also, see, UAE is a big country, right? And obviously we're all blessed here and whatnot. But at the same time, we also need to start appreciating that they work so hard. But at the same time, they also have the cultures that they need to stick to. And I feel like this actually ensures the safety of people. So the same way they take care of us, the same way they're very open to people coming in from different countries, the same way they're always supporting people who are here. I feel like it's just fair for them to also maintain their culture, maintain their morals, maintain their values. And I feel like, I mean, it's understandable. GTA is a very wild game, right? So it's understandable that they don't want the kids to have these mentalities in there. And when they ban things, they ban it for reasons, and we all know why these reasons are there. I obviously support freedom of speech, but I also support that, like, if a place is taking care of you, you should respect that place. So if I'm with my parents and I'm in their place, I need to respect whatever their rules are, even if I don't necessarily agree with them, right? And I feel like UAE is doing a great job at keeping safe, keeping peace, keeping everything well organized and well done. So I feel like this is just a part of their morals, and we need to respect that. And again, like, people will use VPN and get the game anyway. So it's just a matter of, like, I feel like it's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be the synergy between them. Okay, we understand this game might be banned because of certain, like, stories and certain questions. But at the same time, we understand why. And I think it's just a matter of, like, accepting what it is.
Yeah. And also, if the game is banned, go to Karama.
Oh, you'll
can
see
find
this
it
a
in
lot.
Karama,
When GTA is out, it's like,
Like,
so
go to
even
Karama.
before release, some people will be selling it. So.
Exactly. Okay, let's go to business, bro. Because I mean, gamers will not be gamers their whole life. Like, sometimes if you're
You need to start making money.
exactly, you have to start making money, which I believe that you became, you transformed into that, like, from being a gaming fan. Now you're
Alhamdulillah.
you're having a living out of gaming.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I want you to give information to all the gamers out there that they want to use their passion in gaming to earn money, to have a future in gaming.
So I used to give a course on this, actually.
Oh, really?
And
Wow.
there's a speech that I always say. It's so funny because like, my title would be "The Two Sides of Gaming: Business and Content," or "Business and Gaming," and it's really cool because, again, there's so many ways to make money off gaming, right? There's game development where you can make games, sell them. There's content where you can create content of gaming and like, advertise and whatnot. You can make money through events in gaming. You can make money through just esports. You can make money through sponsors. There's so many. Like, the spectrum is huge, and you can literally be at any point in time. And I've done most of these. Like, I've done the talents area, I've done the business area, the events area, the content area, the gaming area, the advertising area, the streaming, the game dev. So I've done all these, and I feel like everyone has its own pros and cons. Everything has its own passion. Everything has its own style. A lot of people just like to sit and code and come up with creative ideas in gaming and then develop games. And we have a couple of, like, really good games that were locally made here in the UAE, and I'm very proud of them. And they made decent money. And then at the same time, we have the events we were talking about. There's so many events that have sponsors, that have people investing in them, and that also makes a lot of money. Whether you're ushering in the event, whether you're hosting, whether you're a cosplayer, whether you're a gamer, an artist. The list goes on and on and on. And then obviously streaming, which I tend to do a lot, even with my full-time job. So I work in an agency, and we run talents in gaming and whatnot. And we're a platform that basically all the streamers can actually promote, and we bridge the gap between the advertisers and the gaming industry, right? But at the same time, I do content, right? And a lot of brands want to get into gaming because, at this time, even and with all, how I was saying, it's like so small, the gaming is small, blah, blah, but despite all that, gaming is still huge, right? It's still smaller than other regions, but it's still huge. If we get movies and music together, gaming is still much better.
Yes, I heard
And-
movies, music, and streaming combined all together. Gaming still
For
bigger
sure.
than them.
And that's what I'm saying. Gaming has the money.
Mm.
It's just a matter of like, where do I get a part of that? Is there's a whole pie. Where do I get a slice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's trying, everyone's doing, and I feel like there's so many opportunities. Again, there was so much better in 2018, but they're still available. They're still there, and the industry keeps growing. We still have new teams coming up. We still have new events coming up. We still have new people always joining the industry. I feel like it's just a matter of understanding what you want, understanding what you can do. So this is just a life idea in general. Know what you like, know what you're good at, and then know how to make money off it. So I know I like gaming. I know I'm really good at doing streams and content and playing games and whatnot. So I decided to make money out of it. And I think like this applies to everything. So for example, you do photography, right? You can open a literal company that's on the side where you can take esport pictures of people. Like, you get a team, you make a full photo shoot or a video for
could
that
do
team.
It, yeah.
Easy money, good money, and I'm sure Jairus would do a fantastic job at that. Like, I promise you, if I had an esport team, I'm hiring him first just to do my intro video, right? See, idea came in 2 seconds, but easy to apply, and then you gotta maintain it and work through it. So there's always opportunities. It's just about not being lazy. I feel like a lot of people put the blame on other things. Oh, you don't know industry, you don't know the money, you don't know my
No, man, I don't
responsibility.
believe in that,
I
man.
promise you.
Yeah.
These are always excuses. Everything can be done. There's so many ideas that came to my head, and I see them happen later, and I'm like, I should have taken action to it. Obviously, I've done other things, but like, the ideas are always there. The execution is what really matters. And I feel like, don't wait. If you have an idea, pursue it. If you have a challenge, go for it. If you have something out of your comfort zone, definitely go out and try it. It's just a matter of putting the passion in there. And people always ask me, why don't you have your own company yet? And I tell them, nothing has pushed my driver yet. There's nothing that is driving me to wake up every day and do it. I'm just everywhere.
Yeah.
But I still haven't found the thing that I want to wake up for and do it. But I'm still grinding. I'm still hustling. I'm still doing. I'm still trying everything. And I will never stop because that's who I am. And I will always be a part of everything. And I feel like that's where it pushes me. Because like, if I'm just sitting at home doing nothing, like, oh, this event I don't like, oh, these people, I'm tired of them, I will never be able to get anywhere. I will never be able to make the money. And that's it. I feel like this is literally the advice. Go out there, go on your way, and I promise you, the first time you're going to make money out of it, which I remember, I made my first, for content, I made my first gig. It was a gaming project. All I had to do was show up at a place, do some stories, and I got paid like 70 dirhams. And I was so excited. I was like, yes, so less money, but that passion. I remember till this day, it's like that 70 dirhams is worth so much more than what I'm getting now, because that was my first money of doing something.
Yeah,
right?
right.
It was the first time I decided, Bibi, take the metro. At that time, I wasn't driving. Take the metro, go to your way, reach that place, do that content, be happy. And it made me so happy.
Also, we have to start somewhere, right? Yeah. And also, the thing is, it's an old mentality that they judge your success
Based on money?
If you have like you said, like if you have a company, like that's an old mentality. That for them, for the old minded, having a company is the end all be all of everything. But now it's different, right?
100%.
Like as long as you're doing something that you love, that you're happy, that's already a success.
Actually, I would rather be a freelancer, make money
right.
from
Exactly.
project, than have a company that's in debt all day.
Yeah.
So,
bro, you know how many investors tried to invest on me and tried me to handle. They want me to basically partner with them and put up a company. Like they offered me money, bro, huge money.
I believe that, yeah.
To run a company. But man, I chose what I like doing. Like I like
smart.
I like traveling. I like creating content. I like my freedom.
That's very
So
smart.
for me that's good. That's enough. Like
big respect, man. Big respect.
Not everyone owns a company is happy, right?
Of course.
Yeah, right?
Actually, I feel like they're more stressed than happy all the
Exactly,
time.
bro.
Actually, I'll tell you this. What you just did when you reject these offers adds value to you. And I promise you this. And guys, you'll remember this because it's recorded, and Jairus will know this in the future. Eventually, you're going to reach a point where you are so successful in the way that you want it to be, to a point where you'll be like, if I ever joined these people, it would have been a fail to you. So you might not be at this point yet, but I know you will reach a point in one time, and and you're gonna look at yourself and you're like, oh, I am so happy that I didn't do it. Again, remember I was doing sales in a gym and I was so happy. I wasn't doing bad. I was doing well. I was getting paid well. But it wasn't like, imagine I said, oh no, let me just go to work today, not go to the event.
Yeah.
I would have had a whole different life. I might have not even done gaming.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm so happy that I chose to go out of my way to do that. And because I did that, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's so much more for me to improve and work on. But I reached that point where I'm just like, every that decision that I've done, I'm happy that I did it the way I did it, and I'm happy I rejected whatever offers came to me at that time.
Yeah.
Because all these decisions led me to where I am now and where I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I feel like we humans just love happiness. The goal of a human being is not to make money, not to do it. It's just to be happy. And I'm happy. So.
Bro, I used to have employee, by the way. I used to have staff before pandemic. So my company right now is I've been running for 9 years, and I had employees back in the day. I had to let them go during the pandemic. It was a heartbreaking moment for me because I spent 3 years building my company, and pandemic happened, and it just ruined everything. And since then, I stopped building that dream of big company. Since then, I was like, I'd rather work like a freelance, and also just hire freelancers instead of just hiring full timers.
I feel like that's easier for you, and much more effective than successful.
And now I'm trying to be more free. I want freedom. I want to keep my mental health stable.
Are you happy?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm very happy. That's what's important.
Repeat after me. I'm just kidding.
Maybe okay. Let's go a bit deeper, bro. Because I see you becoming like a father figure in the gaming community, or more of like daddy, zaddy. No, you
with the dad bod, of course.
I can see a lot of people are being inspired. As you said, kids calling you, and they're cheering up for you.
Bibi Zumot, I love this.
And people in an event, taking pictures with you, and it's something that I am experiencing as well. Whenever I go out into events with photographers, they also tell me they get inspired by my content. So I wanna go deep into that because I wanna know what's the goal, what's your ultimate goal in gaming, not just gaming, but about
in my life,
supporting people in your life, like in the next 10 years, bro. What's your goal in life, bro?
Number one goal is retire happy.
Of course, bro.
I want to build a legacy, right? I feel like there's a difference between someone who's famous or popular and someone who has a value in life. And I've talked about this in a previous broadcast. A lot of people just want to be famous, just want to be known. And most of them, unfortunately, lead to bad ways of becoming famous. They just want to be, like, they care about the numbers. They care, let me just do whatever. Let me do whatever. Let me just do whatever. But that's not what works. A lot of people ask me, it's like, why don't you do certain things? Why can't you just do it? Oh, it's so easy to do this. And I'm like, I know, but that's not what I want. I can just do popular trends, stupid trends online, become
just to get followers, right?
And just go away. But that's not what I want. I'd rather have a very slow, organic growth with people who genuinely value what I do.
Yeah.
One of the recent things that happened to me, so the Ghibli style video stuff. Obviously, I jumped on that trend, but I remember I posted the picture, and one of the people in the community, they messaged me, and my first question is, obviously I understand what they're saying because it's against the art and it's harming the artists, and I agree with that. But I was just doing it out of genuine heart, and I was kind of clueless at that time. And I remember the message that that person sent. It was, I asked her, like, there's a lot of people who do it. Why me? Why are you asking me specifically? And she said, because we look up to you. And that kind of shifted my whole. And it's like, oh, that's actually that's so sweet. Yeah. And immediately I removed the picture because I feel like I do in some way show as an example to these people. Even Eliza was here the other time. She said that I was one of the reasons why she started cosplaying in general. And I feel like it's just because of my actions. It's like, I'm not a good cosplayer either, but it's just that
obviously
I jump out there and I want to do it. And I just want everyone to be involved. I like things. And that's with gaming. I remember when I used to stream, people would just stream. They would just care about the numbers, do whatever, make us trend. What I used to do is I used to build up a Discord channel where everyone, like I would have, even when I'm offline, when I'm doing other things, people would be online playing with each other. And I remember I made such a good, huge community. People would join together, play together. I would have friends from uni playing with friends that I met in Jordan. or playing online, and then my Valo friends would play with my Smash Bros friends, and I would have like daily nights of like I don't know Jackbox games, and then I would have like the podcast, and it's like just a mix of people all over doing things, and I feel like that's what built a community. That's what built people who genuinely care. And again, this is where it all reaches. Like I feel like when kids come to you and they're excited about who you are, this is the most genuine form of respect and love. Because this kid has no malicious intentions. He's not faking it. He's not trying to. He genuinely likes you. And if the kid is like excited about you, I feel like this is done well. Obviously, my boy Abu Falla, he's genuine as well, and I love that about him. That's why I genuinely believe he's the top right now in the gaming, because of how genuine he is.
Yeah.
And I feel like because he started genuine and he's good and he doesn't fake it and he's really a man who hustles and works hard. And I feel like that's what he builds. A lot of the other gamers are like, they're trying, they're doing, they're faking, they're doing, right? But him specifically, obviously there's a lot of great gamers, but I feel like him specifically, he's worked a lot and he hustled a lot and he's tried different things. He had different ideas and because he was genuine, I feel like that reaches the top. And there's a lot of like the big Saudis, like the whole power team, the Falcons team, all of these guys, same thing. They're just genuine. They're just out there.
Yeah.
They barely fake it. They're just who they are. And I feel like because they are like that, they built a real strong community. And I promise you, these numbers reach globally. Like I remember the Saudi gamers were getting so high numbers, and Abu Falla was getting insane numbers compared to people globally, to people who have genuine billion followers. And it's just insane. It's like, wow, because these guys, it's like, I'm not watching you because I have to. I watch you because I genuinely enjoy your content. And when I hear that, it's like, wow. And again, I can relate both sides because I watch them and at the same time I have people watching me. So it's like I relate to them as creators and I also relate to them as audience. And it's just a mix of things. And I'm sure anyone who builds content and stuff like that, I'm sure one or two comments coming from like someone genuine or someone you don't expect is usually very big to a lot of people.
Yeah. I always say this, if you measure the success of a creator through their numbers, then the problem is on you.
100%.
Right? Like it's not having a lot of followers, it's having the right followers.
Exactly.
Right?
I promise you.
True.
Said perfectly.
Yeah, right? Like I in my experience, I don't have a lot. I mean, it's not, I have 30K, but it's not a lot by all means. There's other creators with huge, more, like 10 times more followers than me, but you cannot say that they're 10 times more successful than me, right?
100% not.
It's the same as you. You don't have the big followers, but you are connected. You are very,
funny enough, you see, I don't have that many followers, but I do much more campaigns and much more collaboration than any of them has done.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, obviously, me and my girlfriend discussed it. Also, her, she has a reach that's much higher than anyone in the 100K. Same, I have a reach I only have 25,000 to 30,000.
Yeah.
But you compare me to someone with 100K, they barely get half of my reach.
Eliza's podcast alone. Like the views of her podcast.
Just because,
right?
Yeah, because people support people. And this one as well, you'll see a lot of, because I have 10K, but those 10K all support me, right?
True,
Rather than having 2, 3 million, 4 million, and only like 10K supporting you. So it's the same numbers. It's like, I watch this guy because I genuinely love this guy. And I'd rather have one person like this than 100 who just support me for this.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And also, brands these days are very smart. They know if you're faking.
I work in the business. I work with talent.
Bro.
If you fake, if you buy your followers, if you buy your
we will know.
We know. 100%.
Yeah, it's very easy to spot, especially these days. So
there's so many people. Like I work with talents on the daily.
Yeah,
and they tell me like, "Oh, look at my reach," and I'm just like,
yeah.
What do you think?
See, the thing is, if for example me, I have legit followers. I never bought any followers, and whenever I introduce myself, I don't even include my numbers.
You shouldn't.
Like my presentation, I don't include my numbers.
Exactly.
But if you see a creator brag about their numbers, then there's
100%.
Yeah, right. There's something.
Not the way I just did it. We're talking about other things. Huh?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, you're so right. Again, numbers are just numbers. And again, there's so many people. Like I want to give a shout out to Arshi. I think like you should have her on the low numbers in terms of the following, but reach wise, her genuine content is so good. And she has, again, high engagement as well because people just love what she's doing. One video gets 3 million, 2 million, 3 million. Right. Even though she has less than 10K, but it works because it's about the content. It's never about the numbers. The thing is, social media has put this ideology in us that numbers matter. But it doesn't. I promise you, because like the numbers are just temporary. You can have 10K now, stop for 2 months, come back and have less than 500. Right?
Yeah.
It's the numbers shouldn't be what should really build is back to my main point is build the legacy. I want people when I die, God forbid, of course, I want people to be like, well, Bibi that has done this, Bibi has done this, Bibi has changes. Not Habibi, and we will, yeah. So I want people to not only talk about my numbers now. I want people to talk about me after my death, 100 years after my death. You know, Einstein, we still talk about him. Isaac Newton, we still. I want to be that kind of person.
Exactly.
I've done so much legacy in this world to a point where like my grandkid is gonna be proud because I was existing on this planet. And hopefully I'll do that.
Bro, speaking of legacy,
richest man in the world, huh?
Yeah, it's also one of the reasons why I built this podcast. Even though I'm not earning, but the legacy, you know, of having this podcast and like inspiring people and learning from this podcast. Like I want when I die, I mean, knock on the wood, but I want this podcast would live until the dawn of time. Like people would watch this, or even my kids or my grandkids would watch this.
I'll tell my kids
get
to watch
inspired, you know, learn from me, and it's something that I'm building right now, you know, because we're not getting younger, man, you know.
Talk about yourself. I'm 21 forever.
yeah, right. So yeah, man, building legacy and also giving, like, putting forward the value first before anything. Like for us, you know,
It's what really makes a difference.
we have separate mindset, bro. So we have
Similar.
the similar mindset, the same exact mindset. Like we put forward the people first, the community, you know,
and that's how it should.
Supporting people first before us. Like in a way, it's kind of a fault, but in our perspective, it's our 100%. Happiness, right?
Not just that, the platforms will go. If you're big on Instagram, if you're big on TikTok, those might eventually go. Like you never know. In 2 years, TikTok might die out and some new platform comes. The people who genuinely stay are the people. The thing that really stays are the people and the value that you bring out of it. Because if you're providing value, people will find you. I remember like a lot of creators on big platforms, sometimes they would lose their accounts and whatnot. They would grow up immediately because the value is there. I'm not trying to go for the numbers. I'm trying to go for the person. Money goes and comes. Views goes and comes. Everything goes and comes except the people and you and the value you bring. Even you as a person, if you don't provide value, you will just go and come. There's a lot of trendy people who, like, I'm sure you know about, like, so many people would be high one time, disappear for a whole year, come back, and like, this person is still alive. I haven't seen them in a year. And that makes no difference because, like, you as a person make no difference in my life. Your content makes no value in my life. I want to be the kind of person that if I disappear for 2 seconds, people are going to be like, oh, I'm missing something. Where's that inspiration? Where's that person? Where's that?
Got it.
You know,
Got it.
It's like every day I have a video coming out. If you don't watch this video, something's wrong with your day. It's like eating. Bibi is my food, my inspiring food. And I want to be that guy. So hopefully I'll become an inspiring food. I'm so delicious.
Yeah, I mean, see, I would rather become viral or famous on the things that I love doing, that I do, rather than just becoming viral because of something
Honestly,
stupid,
bro,
right?
I keep looking at these. I don't know how these guys are not viral. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Your pictures are just... I can't even believe they're real pictures. It's like...
Bro,
insane.
I'm telling you, these pictures inspired so many people. Bro, just literally a week ago, I received a message. I mean, I'm going my message right now. There's a guy who literally sent me a message, bro.
That's real value.
Read this, bro. Read this.
I love your work, brother. You inspire me to go out and shoot daily.
Bro.
And this guy, huge.
Yeah.
He you don't even know him.
I don't even know him.
That's the best thing.
Bro, and I check, he's been following me for 3 years now.
Amazing.
Until now, I stopped taking these pictures already, but until now, I'm still inspiring
And
people.
I'm telling you, honestly,
Right?
it's just insane because this is the value. Again, this is something that no matter how much you do or how much you stop, it's still going to be there.
Okay, can I reply to this message by video? Hey, bro, man, thank you so much for your message. And in fact, we're actually...
I love it, bro. And he will always inspire you.
I opened I opened your message in front of him, you know, in this podcast, and I really appreciate it, man. You know, even though I'm not doing a lot of photography these days, but I still keep inspiring you to go out and take pictures, and it means so much to me, bro. It means so much to me.
We love you. Take care and keep hustling.
Exactly. Thank you so much, bro. See, man.
I love it. I'm sure you'll appreciate this.
Oh yeah, I will make sure you keep in chat. So I will even upload this in my stories.
I love it.
Man, see, like seeing this, I see this every day, bro.
And this is
Yeah.
what inspires you to do more.
Exactly.
Like I said, sometimes it's just those small words from people or that appreciation happened, and you're just like, it's like charge again. And I just want to do content. I just want to do content. I just want to do content.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Yeah, man. Closing words, bro. Closing words. I mean, you've dropped a lot of mic drop moments, but is there any closing words you want to say?
I just want to say again, I want to just keep encouraging everyone, get out of your comfort zone, keep doing, provide value, and that value will literally build you for years ahead, will build you for generations ahead. It's at the end of the day, a man is not known by how famous he is, by how rich he is, by how, I don't know, whatever, good looking he is, but he's known by how much value he provides and how successful he is. Success could mean a lot of things, but if you're successful the way you want, this is what really matters. And good luck to everyone, and I wish you all the extreme best. And to Jerus, make sure you follow him, subscribe, follow him everywhere, support him.
Yeah.
And I love you, bro. Mahal na mahal kita.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, that's another mic drop moment, and you know what? The world deserves more Bibi and Jairus. Thank you so much, my brother from come on, bro, don't let me hang, bro.
Oh,
Man,
I love it, bro. We finished the podcast.
Bro, I
I'm
didn't
so
imagine
happy.
we will have this kind of a deep, inspiring podcast. I thought we'll just talk about gaming,
Ah.
but we went deep, bro.
Of course,
we
of
went
course.
deep. And
Two deep minds?
yeah, I never thought of it, and I thank you for sharing this kind of stories and share your soft side, you know. Gentle Giant, I said, you know, the first time I saw you, you went inside the store, Gentle Giant, bro. I knew it.
I'm a cute
you know,
person.
I've seen so many people that I know at the beginning, Gentle Giant, bro. Again, thank you so much. Let me give you a hug, bro. Come on.
Let's go.
Come on, buddy. Come on, headphones.